Hi guys, welcome back to Solus Sama. We usually say, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. In the process of becoming the top demon lord in the world, Rimuru has completely followed the latter of the above sentence by setting up a corporation with high-quality disciples. So, within that group of multiracial warriors, who is the strongest? Today, let's follow us, Solus Sama, to learn about Rimuru's top 12 strongest subordinates and dig more into Rimuru's empire and the power of this slime's subordinates. Please note that all the information of the characters is taken from the web novel of the series, That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. Number 12, Barrier Lord, Geld. Geld was the son of the catastrophic Orc Lord, who once became a seed of the Demon King to save his people from famine and caused a fight in the Jura forest until he was defeated and swallowed by Rimuru. After that fierce battle, the Orcs joined the Jura Tempest Federation and were individually named by Rimuru one by one. Knowing that Geld had a desire to take responsibility and wanted to pay for his father's sins in the past, Rimuru gave him the same name as that deceased father, thereby, Geld became king of the Orcs clan. Geld was assigned by Rimuru to manage the construction works, as well as the heavy labor duties of Tempest. Finally, he became the general of the Defenses Corps. After the battle against the Eastern Empire, Geld was given the title, Barrier Lord, King of Shield of Jura Tempest. Later, when receiving 100,000 souls in the mythical equipment, Geld evolved into the Demon Lord. However, instead of not awakening any ultimate skill, Geld was given the Beelzebub Gourmet King by Rimuru, the ability that allows Geld to create an iron wall, barrier layers, or the ability to corrode things inside the affected areas. By that, just like his title, Geld became an extremely solid shield of Jura Tempest. However, due to his weak offensive ability and no ultimate skills, he ranks last on this list. Number 11, Dragon Lord, Gabiru. Gabiru was a member of the Lizard tribe and joined the Jura Tempest Federation after the Orc disaster. Originally, this guy was named by Gelmid to nurture him into a seed of Demon King. However, because of Gabiru's absolute comedic personality, Gelmud's plan completely failed. After joining the Tempest, Gabiru was renamed by Rimuru and evolved into a Dragonute. In the corporation, he was in charge of growing herbs. Even so, Gabiru also possessed a rather powerful combat ability. After the battle with the Eastern Empire, this Dragonute was bestowed the title of Dragon Lord by Rimuru. After receiving 100,000 souls from Rimuru, Gabiru also evolved into a Demon Lord and became a real dragon. With the skill of dragonizing, this guy has turned his scales into an extremely solid armor layer to freely bombard the battlefields. Not awakening any ultimate skill, Gabiru was given the skill Comedy Star by Rimuru, allowing him to change his fate once a day, even if it was death. Although Comedy Star is quite powerful, however, because of Gabiru's personality as a comedian, together with his inexperienced fighting skill, Gabiru ranks 11th on this list. Number 10, Gehenna Lord, Adelman. Adelman used to be a high-ranking priest of the Western Church. After his death, he became an undead and became one of 12 patrons of Rimuru. In the Jura Corporation, Adelman was assigned to guard the 60th floor of the labyrinth. After the battle with the Eastern Empire, Rimuru gave Adelman the title, Gehenna Lord, King of Hell, with 100,000 souls to evolve into the Demon Lord. But it doesn't stop here. Adelman had proven, I'm weak, but not the case of my boss, as he continued to receive the Book of Magic Necronomicon, a skill that allows him to use magic without chanting. Nonetheless, this is not a very powerful skill compared to the powerfully strong characters above. And as an undead race, Adelman is quite weak in hand-to-hand combat. The reason why I rank this guy 10th on the list is due to his ability to link souls with two other powerful undead creatures, the Death Paladin Ghost Knight Albert and the Ghost Dragon Wenti. In that way, Adelman's synergy increased significantly. Number 9, Wolven King, Ranga. Ranga was one of Rimuru's first subordinates and appeared early in the series. After the conciliation event for the Goblins and the Direwolf tribe, Ranga was given a name, became Rimuru's riding pet, and often hid in his chairman's shadow awaiting orders. By this means, Ranga was able to absorb a lot of energy from Rimuru, then underwent a sudden mutation and became much stronger. After the battle with the Eastern Empire, Ranga was chosen to become the Demon Lord. However, with 100,000 souls and the title of Wolven King, Ranga could not immediately evolve but had to return to Rimuru's shadow for a while before he could begin to awaken. After becoming the Demon Lord, Ranga evolved into a Star Wolf, the rank of the first spirit of magic beasts in the slime world. This wolf possessed the ultimate skill of Star-style King Hastur, allowing to control the weather with the power of wind, lightning, as well as enhancing the ability to control space through shadow teleportation. Although this skill is not too unique, Ranga can unite with Gobuta to become a Wolf Knight, creating an enormous amount of power that could even fight against Xian in Susanoo state. Yeah, at least a few hits until it got knocked out. Number 8 Chimeric Lord, Kurama. Oops, Kumara was originally a 9-tailed fox and was a subordinate to Demon Lord Clayman. However, after the battle during the Great Demon Lord Walpurgis, Rimuru freed her from Clayman's curse and Kumara joined the Tempest Federation. As a cunning fox, when given a name, Kumara tricked Rimuru into naming her Friends, but it was actually the imitation from the other 8 tails. Kumara's power thereby increased significantly and she possessed the 8 beasting core from 8 named tails, including Mouse, Caucus, is capable of spreading disease. Tiger, Reiko, Thunder Control. Rabbit, Ghetto, Gravity Control. Snake, Yoda, Air Manipulation. Sheep, Consciousness Control, Lulling, Hypnotizing, or Special Hallucinations Creating. White Ape, Byakuran, can fight martial arts with the rods, control wind and sounds to create storms. Bird, Inchu, is capable of manipulating fire. And finally, the Hound, Agami, can counter attacks. That's not all. After the battle with the Eastern Empire, Kumara was given 100,000 souls and the title, Chimeric Lord, to evolve into a Demon Lord. She possessed the ultimate skill, Mythical Beast Lord Bahamut, to control gravity, manipulate space or create barriers. Despite possessing a high level of energy and fighting power thanks to being named 9 times, Kumara was rarely allowed to fight because of Rimuru's lolicon nature. Therefore, her combat experience was still fairly young, and easily overtaken by sly opponents. Number 7 Combat Lord, Xian. Xian belonged to the Orge tribe and was taken by Rimuru in the Orc disaster. After being given the name, Xian evolved into a Kijin, the devil human form, and became a secretary and bodyguard, chef, and even a 2-hose rubber mattress for Rimuru. After the invasion of the kingdom of Falmouth, while defending the city, Xian died. After being revived by Rimuru's Harvest Festival, she evolved into a unique form of Wicked Oni, and had a distinctive skill, which was cooking. With this ability, Xian was able to make delicious dishes regardless of the cooking process. After the battle with the Eastern Empire, this girl received 100,000 souls and the title, Combat Lord, from Rimuru, then awakened to become the Demon King. Although at first, Xian showed no signs of evolution, in fact, she was given the Seed of Jealousy, to awaken the ultimate skill, Jealous King Leviathan. However, later, Velzardo awakened this skill first, so according to the rules of the world, 2 people cannot possess the same ultimate skill. Thus, Xian awakened to another ultimate skill called Savage King Susanoo. With this skill, Xian was terribly enhanced physically and could directly harm the opponent's souls. This BB girl thereby was able to fight with the basic form of Demon Lord Degruel, one of the 8 demon lords of the world. Number 6 Tyrant Lord, Purple Primordial Ultima. Ultima was one of the 7 founding demons of the world. After joining the Black Numbers Federation, she was named by Rimuru and opened a new evolutionary branch for the Evils race. After the event of the Eastern Empire, Ultima was bestowed the title, Tyrant Lord, by Rimuru, King of Suffering. After Rimuru deceived Demon Lord Guy Crimson 500,000 souls and gave his dear subordinates, Ultima evolved into the Duke of Evil, also becoming a Demon King. This girl possessed the ultimate skill, Poisonous Death King Samael, which allows utilizing the power from the Abyss cores to make it possible to use death rays, or release the nuclear flame, a flame which has the capability of burning and devastating like a nuclear explosion. With the terrifying power, along with her interest in SM, Ultima is truly a loli that many people have to be wary of. Number 5 Carnage Lord, White Primordial, Testarossa. Testarossa was one of the 7 founding demons of the world and the evil of the White Primordial in the demon world. After being invited by Diablo to the human world to attend the Black Numbers Federation and named by Rimuru, Testarossa opened the evolutionary branch of the evil's race and evolved into the Duke of Evil after the Great Battle with the Eastern Empire. While receiving the title of Carnage Lord, King of Killing, Testarossa showed no signs of evolution. But after getting enough deceived souls from Guy, she awakened to become the Demon King and possessed the King of Hell Belial, a skill similar to Rumina's King of Lust Asmodeus. This skill allows Testarossa to control the aspect of death, unlike the kind of such a stupid choice to death, so you have chosen death. By rushing to the enemy, Testarossa would summon a black flame, which can lead to the quick death of creatures owing to genetic code rewriting from its interaction. But that's not all. 0.01% of the people survived from that attack would have their bodies changed into a monster forever. With this skill, along with her hobby of barbaric killing, Testarossa became a fearful kingslayer. Number 4 Devastation Lord, Yellow Primordial, Carrera. She was one of the 7 founding demons of the world and was the evil of the Yellow Primordial in the demon world. After being invited by Diablo to the human world to attend the Black Numbers Federation, she was named by Rimuru and opened the evolutionary branch of the evil's race. At the end of the Eastern Empire event, Carrera evolved into the Duke of Evil when she fully received souls and the title, Devastation Lord, King of Disaster from Rimuru. Carrera awakened as the Demon King and possessed the Destruction King Abaddon, a skill that allows her to control the surrounding gravity and cause devastating mass destruction. After her battle with Condon, she acquired the skill of the Execution King Sandalphon and became the ultimate skill, the Death King Abaddon. Combined with her gun, Carrera could unleash attacks through magical barriers, destroy magic or the magic element system in the opponent's body, even cause extremely powerful wide-ranging energy explosions. With that much skill and the terrorist gun, Carrera was nothing more than a true mobile catastrophe. Number 3 Flame Lord, Benimaru. Like Xian, Benimaru was also one of the orgs taken by Rimuru after the Orc Lord catastrophe. After being named, Benimaru evolved into a Kijin, the devil human form, and became Rimuru's supportive assistant in the management and protection of Tempest. After the invasion of the Falmouth Kingdom, Benimaru evolved into a demon, another evolutionary branch compared with Xian's devils. After that, he became the commander-in-chief of the entire Tempest military, except for Diablo's Black Numbers Federation. When Rimuru gave 100,000 souls in the title, Flame Lord, Benimaru did not evolve immediately since Voice of the World said that he would change into a spirit form and lose his reproductive ability if having an evolution. As the leader of the Orge tribe, Benimaru needed to have his descendants before evolving. Under Rimuru's support, after a passionate night with Momiji, Benimaru had evolved into a fair Oni and possessed the ultimate skill, Sun King Amaterasu, a skill that allows him to manipulate the temperature and light, and control the flow of his surrounding energy. Particularly, Benimaru could also borrow the Nihility energy from President Rimuru, giving him the ability to destroy the energy and soul. With the power of the Commander-in-Chief of Tempest Corporation, Benimaru was an extremely terrifying opponent, even with a few other demon kings. Number 2 Mist Lord, Zijin. Zijin came from one of the 2 insects found by Rimuru in the forest. After being named by Rimuru and taken to training in Ramirez's labyrinth, Zijin was initially assigned to guard the 80th floor. But after a period of effort, as well as through Veldora's training, Zijin had evolved into the Insect Devil, with sturdy armor. Inspired by the common rider in Memories, Rimuru recreated Zijin into a powerful armored warrior with the armor made of a living biosteel called adamantine, which has outstanding stiffness more than diamond, giving Zijin remarkable physical strength. After the war with the Eastern Empire, Zijin was given 100,000 souls and the title, Mist Lord, King of Mist. After that, he awakened to become a demon king and evolved into the water spirit insect. When evolving, he transformed his outer shell into the divine steel, which is comparable to legendary levels. Meanwhile, Zijin also acquired the ultimate skill, Illusion Lord Mephisto, a skill that allows him to create his own illusory world, control the space, time, and spirit of his targets within that world. With the spirit of relentlessly learning, Zijin often used it to have practice matches with Veldora. In that way, this guy's power had continuously increased. Not over yet. After the battle against Zero, the fallen angel Dino gave Zijin the great god-ranking sword and united with him to become the skill, Crumbling Insect Wings. A pair of wings like blades with the ability to generate high-frequency sound waves and can cut everything off when it comes into contact. Besides, Zijin was also one of 5 characters who could borrow Rimuru nihilistic energy. Number 1 Devil Lord, Diablo. Diablo was one of the 7 demon primordials of the demon world, and one of Rimuru's loyal patrons. Like the other characters, Diablo was also given 100,000 souls and the title, Demon Lord, from Rimuru to awaken as a demon king. At the same time, he evolved into the Demon Peer, the highest rank in the evolutionary branch of the Evil's race. With the ultimate skill, Temptation King Azazel, Diablo could control and manipulate all energy in a certain space. With that skill, this Demon King was able to isolate and drain the opponent's energy, thereby reusing it himself, making his energy almost limitless. Furthermore, Diablo was also one of 5 individuals who could borrow the energy from CEO Rimuru, significantly raising his energy. He could even retaliate against the other dragons if being irritated. Of course, it is impossible to win, but once having an interest, this player would not hesitate to get the challenges. Just now, we've gone through Rimuru's top 12 strongest patrons together. Thank you for listening till this moment, and now, say goodbye and see you again in the following Solus Sama videos.